You was going to save this for, and I don't even know why I have the headphones on, because I muted my mic. But I was going to save this for the NBA. I figured I'd just go ahead and test it out for football. And I mean, most of us are watching the game anyway. So let me pull up the stats here. See what we got. And I'm just doing this for the IBN group. Let's say 6-2. Oh, 8-2. Yeah, that's usually what happens when you allow a rookie to pitch. Like, what a dumb move. Did he miss the extra point? Man, I am tripping. I turned it off for a second. Anyway, so live reaction 16-7 Niners versus Vikings. Yeah, I don't quite understand the game plan here for the Niners defense. Just entirely too aggressive. I don't understand why. Like, we don't need to be this aggressive on defense. You should be able to get enough pressure with your front four, or even if we did a 5-man front. We don't need to blitz linebackers. We don't need to bring safeties, corners. Like, I'm just not understanding what they got going on. I hope every ref from the Eagles Dolphins game stubs their pinky toes. Man. But at the end of the day, look, Kirk Cousins isn't that great, but an above average quarterback in the NFL will always beat man to man more often than not. And that's just, it's just that simple. I mean, people who see me ranting about cover zero and stuff like that on a regular basis, like, that's what it ultimately boils down to, is that above average QB play at the highest level of college and NFL is going to beat man-to-man coverage more often than not. You have to disguise it, or you have to get there before they obviously dissect who the open man is, because nobody can cover 4 to 5 guys, and man-to-man is just the nature of the athletes nowadays. It just doesn't match up that way. But defensively, I think we just need to play more zone, and I think we need to make the windows tighter for Kirk Cousins, and we need to bring more pressure up the middle, not from the sides. The pressure needs to come up the middle, because obviously Kirk can't roll out, and I feel like that's a little bit better of a strategy than what they got going on right now. It's just entirely too much space for them to get these passes off, and it's obvious that only 2 people are going to get the ball, so we need to guard those 2 people. But shout out to Addison, man, showing out, doing his thing. Like, I'm actually happy to see him thrive. I thought he was a good receiver coming out of Pitt, and I think he just got overshadowed by Justin Jefferson, but clearly showing that he is more than capable of being the wide receiver 1 if he has to step up. So, I mean, if you're a Vikings fan, you got to be super excited, especially if you wind up in a situation where you might be drafting a quarterback or switching to somebody that's more of a prolific passer. This is a dangerous team. Hawkinson's obviously a steady tight end. Everybody knew that. It's unfortunate that the Vikings still can't find a way to establish a running game, which, if I can be honest, I think that will be an issue come second half, because how do you run the clock? Like, let's say maybe the Niners come out and stall, and the Vikings want to go up, 23-24-7, but also wind some time down. If they're getting, let's check the rushing numbers. That's not too bad. Madison Akers getting pretty decent size right now, so maybe I'm just over-exaggerating. But I felt like that would have been an issue because they just haven't been a great running team this season, but it looks like everything's clicking today. But yeah, Wilkes got to chill out, man. You don't need to do all that blitzing. I don't mind aggression, but we can't do that to everybody. And if you are going to do that, you need to bring more pressure up the middle, less pressure on the side, because the side pressure, I mean, it's as simple as just Kirk Cousins not being a statue and just throwing to the space that's left open by the blitzing people. Like, I mean, respect the guy a little bit. Jesus, I know there's plenty of data out there that says he sucks in in primetime games, but he's not that bad. It's not like we're playing Trey Lance. Yeah, that was just that's wild. Like I truly don't understand that whatsoever. Like, what was the purpose of that? Just play honest, keep everything in front of you, and don't let them score. Because literally, the worst thing that could happen is what just happened. And granted, it's a 50-50 ball that we had a similar situation in the first quarter resulted in an interception, but excuse me, this time it didn't go our way. So no, you dumbass, I'm not mad. I literally said before I did this that I was just doing this. I wanted to save it for NBA, but I figured I'd just do it now because we're all watching Monday Night Football. I don't care, all right? And I'll tell everybody the same thing I've been saying since week one. I don't care what the Niners record is as long as they make the playoffs and they come into playoffs healthy. That's all I care about. Does us no good. And I'm mad at him too. Sorry. But either way, I apologize to whoever that is. I can't see your name. But either way, I don't understand the idea of anybody not thinking that the most important thing to this Niners team is to be healthy. Don't give a fuck what the record is. Like, we could be 11-6, but as long as we're healthy, we have a chance to win. It does you no good to come into this playoffs 15-2 or 14-3, and you're missing Trent Williams, or you're missing Debo, or you're missing McCaffrey. Then we're just going to waste our time. They need to be healthy. That is the most important thing. Obviously, you want to win, but the most important thing for the Niners, that's not everybody, but for the Niners, is to be healthy come January. But yeah, with that being said, schematically, defense has got to just chill out. I'm very disappointed in Bosa in the front, man. They're not getting any pressure, which looks like the Vikings line is finally healthy. So shout out to them for just putting together a good game plan, and it helps to get the ball out quick. So if we're going to blitz like this, just do something better, man, with the coverage. Like, get better leverage. I don't know, because I can't see the aerial view, and I can't really see everything I need to see to be super critical. But if pressuring with 30 seconds left in the half is stupid. It's really stupid. Offensively for the Niners, just gotta keep executing. If we're gonna have these long 6-7 minute drives, they have to end in 7. We probably need to get a little bit more pace to us in the second half, because it's not going to do us any good if the Vikings are getting 5 to 6 yards a carry, and we're also getting 5 to 6 yards a carry and grinding out the clock. It's going to work against us. So we need to speed it up a little bit on the offensive side. The biggest thing right now is to come out second half, score, and hopefully get a stop or a turnover. A turnover would be really good, if anything. And lastly, Moody, I'm done with him. Drafting kickers and punters before the 6th round is stupid. It's not the first time I think we've done something this stupid. I think one time we took a punter in like the 5th round. But like, this is stupid, man. It's stupid. We don't even need a kicker. We need to score points. We need to score touchdowns. That's why the Niners lost the Super Bowl to the Chiefs. And that's why we ultimately lose most of our games when we are healthy, is because we don't put points on the board. So I don't understand why they went all hard for kicker. And then he starts out 9 for 9. And everybody's like, oh, it was a good pick. It's never a good pick. It's never a good pick to draft a kicker that high. It's really, really stupid. The position is not that important. And anybody that's just a kicker away can literally go down to their local Y, find a soccer player, and bring them out there and kick. Shit, we got one of those guys, I think maybe the Cowboys kicker, who was playing soccer or something. I don't know, but it's not that important. Anyway, defense, tighten up, execute, fall back a little on the blitzing, and then hopefully we can come back and get this win. But like I said, if we don't win, ultimately just keep McCaffrey healthy, keep Ayuk healthy, keep Kittle healthy, keep Brock Purdy healthy, and keep the defense healthy. and we'll just try again next week. But at the end of the day, health is the most important thing for the Niners. Let's see what second half adjustments are made. Kyle's usually pretty good with that, and the Vikings love to let people back in games, so it should be an entertaining second half.